Good morning, America, and just remind everyone out there, never let the sun go down on your anger, and if it does, yell through the night, and don't be afraid to yell through the night. Don't be afraid to hop in your car, drive, wherever you want to drive, and just yell it out. Just hash it out with God and say, woe is me, and play your the saddest violin, right? Because God wants to hear that too. Turns out we got to do something with with the bloody baby Voldemort that's been chilling under the bench while Harry and Dumbledore are having that whole talk going on sometime around Deathly Hallows Shallow something. And yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here at the Planet Pizza Parlor, we, a lot of things come through our press, and I've had a lot of slices really slice me by, but I'm gonna tell you something. Something has come across my desk, and I gotta tell you, John, it's perhaps the best thing I have ever seen, ever heard. It's some sort of dual force centrifugal motion, of course. And it's important that the people know. It's important that not Martin Luther King or Martin Luther King Jr., not father or the father, son, and those guys are great guys. I'm talking about Martin Luther all the way back, Reformation period, something about the Catholic Church and John Wycliffe, and some books burning, and us being like, why are you Catholics keeping the Bible for yourselves and lying about what's in it? Because that's not really good. We gotta stop that whole thing. Yeah, we all get some stuff wrong. All lost denominations got our quirks, just like all us reporters and news people and actors and actresses, and then all of a sudden everybody gets all crazy when we put ourselves in positions to be criticized and critiqued. If we make a mistake in saying something, we gotta be held. Can we change? Can we be like, look, I didn't mean that. Have a groan. Give us a freaking opportunity. If we make a mistake or whatever, have a little more grace. Have a little more freaking grace. But, like I said, turns out, bloody Voldemort under the park bench in Deathly Hallows has a whole lot more going on underneath that bench than anybody may be thinking. And I know what you're thinking about a cadabra flippendo, but no, America. Because you must remember, Section 108 that we amended in 1963, right before the moon landed in 1969, which live streamed from the Grand Canyon underneath Area 56. You know about 1, 3, 53, 51, or you don't know about 53, 51, whatever. But what you do know, and what you're gonna know, is God bless all us members, bodies of Christ, these denominations who've got some things wrong, because, hey, look, we all got our quirks. And, but the Catholics did get right, kind of that whole confession booth thing. I mean, you gotta admit, having somewhere to just, pour your heart out in an anonymous setting that, bears one another's burdens with honor and respect, and maybe not just with one priest guy, but maybe there's a team or a rotation of people just in here or there sometimes, and just yo, you can come here, and if you're dealing with some darkness or something, I can try to hold it for you, maybe turn in some light, and you turn in some light. We do this whole bear each other's burden things, right? Because who would have thought that if you just bared each other's burdens, you would see the glory of the Lord in a way that you couldn't possibly imagine? Who would have thought that if you just sought the kingdom first in everything that you did, and you chased after righteousness like your life depended upon it, cared about being holier, or more righteous, sanctified, the process of being made a better human being, not for your own glory, not for the glory of the Lord, because God's primary chief objective is what? To glorify himself, because he is God, and he is not in need of anything. Otherwise, he wouldn't be God. And simply put, he shared his glory because he gets so much more glory by sharing his glory. Because I don't know about you and all these rappers or whatever, but they got entourages, and bruh, they got entourages because, like, throwing my boy a stack. Oh, yeah, I'm throwing my boy a band, son. Things like that, bro. Things like that. And so you can get with it or you can get on it, but at the end of the day, it's important that the Planet Pizza parliamentarian executive decision, checks and balance decisions decides this. And this is what the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, go watch Damon Darlin, bro. And why? Who's not taking the dollar? And why are they not taking the dollar? Are they too rich for the dollar? Are they too poor for the dollar? Because if you got a dollar, holler. It's TJE. I'm signing out.